Look at this golden retriever. No alarm clock, no rent to pay, no deadlines waiting. It wakes only when its body is ready, enjoying the warmth of the morning sun. Just a few meters away, another creature lives a very different life. The same sunlight shines above them both, but only one carries tomorrow's worries today. For millions of people, every day begins with a loud alarm. Before the mind has fully awakened, responsibility has already taken control of the morning. Getting dressed, checking the time, preparing for work. These routines feel normal now, yet they quietly shape almost every hour of our lives. Outside, thousands of people rush in every direction. Everyone seems to be chasing something: money, success, security, or simply enough time to keep going. Work gives us comfort and opportunity, but every completed task is quickly replaced by another. The list grows faster than we can finish it. Meetings become targets. Targets become expectations. Success doesn't always bring freedom. Sometimes it simply creates even greater pressure to achieve more. The horse eats when it is hungry and rests when it is tired. The human often keeps working long after survival is no longer the real reason. Long ago, our ancestors followed rivers, seasons, and the rising sun. Today, our lives are guided by calendars, contracts, and constant notifications. The philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau once argued that humans are born free, yet everywhere we live, surrounded by invisible rules of civilization. Rousseau believed that nature gave humans a simple freedom. We hunted, gathered, rested, and survived without the endless rules that would later shape civilization. A hunter's day ended when food was found. Today, many people continue working long after sunset, chasing goals that never seem to end. To understand why our lives changed so dramatically, we need to look back through history, biology, and the story of human evolution. In Who We Are and How We Got Here, geneticist David Reich explains how migration, farming, and civilization gradually transformed the way humans lived. As villages became cities, life grew safer and more comfortable. But every new invention also brought new responsibilities, rules, and expectations. Freedom isn't simply living in the wild. Even animals can lose their natural behavior when their environment no longer matches their instincts. In the wild, a baboon stays alert because danger is real. Once the danger passes, its body relaxes and returns to balance. Inside captivity, many animals repeat the same movements over and over. Scientists call this behavior zoochosis, a sign of deep psychological stress. Perhaps humans experience something similar. Our cages aren't made of steel. They're often built from deadlines, pressure, comparison, and constant distraction. As the city grows louder below, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Have we gained control over life, or quietly lost our freedom? Have you ever been so tired that your body begged for sleep, yet your mind refused to rest? Animals rarely carry tomorrow into tonight. This dog isn't worrying about next week. It isn't comparing itself to others. It simply exists, completely present in this single moment. A lion runs only when it must. Hunger creates action. Once the hunt is over, the stress disappears, and peace returns. Humans often keep chasing long after the danger has passed. The workday ends, but the mind continues running. Our brains evolved for forests, rivers, and small tribes, not endless notifications, constant news, and information arriving every second. Modern life constantly whispers that happiness is just one more purchase away, yet the feeling rarely lasts for very long. Birds cross the sky without caring who flies higher. Humans often measure themselves against everyone around them. Sometimes freedom begins with a surprisingly small decision: to stop scrolling, look up, and notice the world that has always been there. Nature teaches a quiet lesson. Every creature has its place, its rhythm, and its purpose. None of them rush to become someone else. Standing between nature and civilization, we realize the real question isn't which path is easier. It's which path allows us to live more consciously. Maybe freedom isn't found by escaping the world. Maybe it begins when we slow down, breathe deeply, and become fully present in this moment. Nature doesn't ask us to be richer, faster, or more successful. It quietly reminds us that simply being alive is already extraordinary. Animals take what they need. Humans often spend years chasing things they thought would bring happiness, only to discover they wanted peace all along. Some of the heaviest burdens we carry aren't physical. They're expectations, comparisons, and fears we've learned to hold on to. Watch this dog run. It isn't trying to impress anyone. It runs because running itself is joyful. Perhaps we've forgotten what that feels like. Children and animals share something adults often lose: the ability to become completely absorbed in the present without worrying about tomorrow. Maybe freedom isn't choosing between humans and animals. Maybe it's remembering that we, too, are part of nature. The forests, rivers, mountains, and skies continue their ancient rhythm. They don't rush. They don't compare. They simply exist. Real freedom may not mean leaving civilization behind. It may mean refusing to let civilization control your mind. The dog still sleeps beneath the same warm sun. The world hasn't changed. The only question left is whether we choose to see it differently. Animals may live by instinct, but humans possess something extraordinary: the ability to choose. Every day, we can decide what truly deserves our time, attention, and energy. So, are animals more free than humans? Perhaps not. They have the freedom to follow nature. We have the freedom to shape our own lives. And that choice may be the greatest freedom of all.